Johnny can make them know, you know. No matter what them try, no matter what them say, I just focus. Tell them Johnny can stay focused. Have him eyes on the prize, him always stay focused. And him no matter about the focus, the aisle them a trophy hurt us. Tell them Johnny can stay focused. Have him eyes on the prize, yes him always focused. And him no care about the focus, the aisle them a sprinkle fi hurt us. Hey, Johnny no care about the bad mind and envy. Yes, the same one way I try to end with. How we no inna with them inna. Tell them say we no inna, no misdemeanor. Johnny skip past them neatly. Hey, no make no sound make them hear we. Hey, left bad mind and envy. Inna the past tell them about them. That's not alright. Keep focus. Focus, we focus. Janik, we no inna what them inna, no misdemeanor, no and no visa. Hey, we stay focus. Hey, no inna them focus. Yo, the aisle with them a sprinkle fi hurt us. Janik, we no inna what them inna. Janik a stay focus. Have him eyes on the prize, him always stay focused. And him no matter about the focus, the aisle them a trophy hurt us. Tell them Janika stay focused. Have him eyes on the prize, yes him always focus. And him no care about the focus, the aisle them a sprinkle fi hurt us. Janik 1, 2, 3 skip past them. 4, 5, 6 make we last them. Send them to the class, make we teach them. Me see clear, said the whole of them are Eden. With bad mind people, Janik now go keep friend. Enough of them a fool and a pagans them. Enough of them a try to see we life the end. But Janik tell them, say we not keep them friend, yo. We a move up. Tell the pagan to move up. And a loot I tell them to lose up. Rastafari no in and no group up. Hey, Janika move up. Tell dirty Babylon to move up. And a root I tell them loose up. Cause Rasta no in and no group up. Yo, Janik make them know you know. Hey Johnny.
Bring you.
Oh yeah. Keep it blazing, yeah. Janik not afraid he light it. He will not deny it. We're not afraid to roll it up. Cause I know I don't smoke it. Now I don't smoke it. Now I don't smoke it. No. Everywhere we feel like we roll it up. Rasta now I don't smoke it. I don't smoke it. Janik we now I don't smoke it. Everywhere we feel like we roll it up. Rasta now I don't smoke it. Hey, you will hear me, Mr. Man. I will never disobey your laws. But not a day goes by. Janik in no have a little draw. I know so this fear to feelings. But Rasta man no in what you dealing. I now go see a cigarette, so no tell me what to do. Cause I know I don't smoke it. Now I don't smoke it. Now I don't smoke it. No. And the way we feel like we roll it up. Janik now I don't smoke it. I don't smoke it. No, we now I don't smoke it. And the way you feel like we roll it up. Janik. Say we a touch and let go. And we a puff and pass. And if the Babylon wants to say something, Janik I go tell them how them rock. Yeah. So we keep burning the good stuff. And it's a freestyle that Janik I tell them this. Now I don't smoke it. Now I don't smoke it. Now I don't smoke it. No. And the way we feel like we roll it up. Janik now I don't smoke it. Him now I don't smoke it. Him now I don't smoke it. And the way him feel like we roll it up. Hey. In Canada we pop fast. In California we pop fast. In the USA we pop fast. In Jamaica we pop fast. In Europe we pop fast. Until the Babylon bout them rats. Hey Johnny, make them know ya man. Now I don't smoke it. Now I hide and smoke it. Now hide and smoke it. No. And know we feel like to roll it up. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Rastafari. Janika yell the most high. And him not heal no evil man, no. Chanik not take no heal from them, no heal from them. Cause them are no real friends. Not take no heal from them, no heal from them. Chanik stay far from them. Not take no heal from them, no heal from them. Cause them are no real friends. Not take no heal from them, no heal from them. Chanik stay far from them. Cause them we smile in front of your face and then crucify you behind your back. Them tell your name over yes, so one then over this, so one then them come back. Them one like them loyal and one sing to like a poor royal. Hey, to police them dial. They be crown witness at your trial. Janik, watch out to the perpetrators. Them always far with the instigators. I move like them a real friend. When we see it clear, them a play haters. Hey, so watch the road you walk. Mind the words you talk. Hey, cause when you feel them a real friend, them a heathen, so if you see them, Rastafari, not take no heal from them, no heal from them, cause them are no real friend. Not take no heal from them, no heal from them, so if you stay far from them. We not take no heal from them, no heal from them, cause them are no real friend. Johnny keep burning. Guys, Johnny be the sense of the earth. I said calm down my nerves. I said most I bless. I said I am ready now. High times, burn it now. High times, and it's not old season. Burn it now. High times, burn it now. High times, and it's not old season. I and I have said to Babylon resisting the fears, leave the essence of the herbs everywhere. Him now move on, he is a pound of the trees, make all herbalists are down here. Hey, early we are tried to the market, don't feel the drive, so you know we are walking. And if the producer would tell the farmer if park it, the smoke no purple, then no talking. I plant a seed today to carry on the words. I smoke a tree each day to calm down my nerves. They will never know, but Johnny get it wrong. What's in my burning now? High times, burning now. High times, Johnny no older season. Burning now. High times, burning now. High times, Johnny no older season. Johnny, I roll it in a business sometime. It's in a fight. The whole day the country have the light. Hey, I do the good aroma, make people come over. Johnny, keep the fire light. I know we saw me through the sky. Feel like me a fly. Yes, I am the most high. And nothing else me not gonna try. No, me not gonna lie. Give me the push and make me burn it up. I tell you no. I plant a seed today to carry on the words. I smoke a tree each day to calm down my nerves. They will never know. No. What I am burning now.
High times. Burning
now. High times. And it's no older season. Burning now. High times.
High times of that season. Boom! Live and direct. Janik, your host. Yeah, that's me. I see a true reflection of myself there. I can see it's me. Bless. live and direct from Florida. Greetings, everyone. A pleasure, an honor, a chance, a gift. I don't have enough words to qualify it, but I'm here, live and direct, and I'm very, very happy, I'm always very looking forward to the next day, to make something happen, it's a one-time deal. That's why I tell myself often, like, no more procrastination and no more giving my energy to stuff that is not helping this life journey. Like now I have an opportunity to collaborate with Sugarcane Records, the Jason, anyway, people from Italy, Jason, IND, Pierre Audred, and Raphael, they all work pretty much together with Leo Bizzarri, a producer from Italy that's now moved to California. Anyway, I want to arrange a tour with them. I have a big project, but even there, I'm gonna have to stretch a lot because, like I was saying to Kim, I said I don't know where to begin. I have contacts, I know people, I know how to make it happen, but to make it happen is another thing. So then that's the stretching part that I'm gonna have to do. But I like this stuff. I like to have projects. I like to have projects. Like I don't like to just sit in front of a screen and lobotomize myself all day long. I like to work on projects and helping people. Like I'm trying to help. That's what I want to do, not for help. I want to help people, and now I found the Sugarcane. I think we can do things together. And Leo replied to me. Now I have his phone number, so I'm gonna call him, and we're gonna try to put that bus, that tour bus, on the wheels in motion. We're gonna try to put the wheel of the bus in motion. That RVolution Canadian Tour, Truman Canadian Tour, and maybe what I would like to do is organize like a big Canadian tour with a few reggae artists. It could be Jason, Lion D, me, and then we go around and we do speaking and shows, and I don't know. I'm thinking of some kind of a way to do it, but I have an idea, and I'm gonna make it happen. Sometimes, like I was saying to Kim, I said the only part that I can maybe doubt is the trust in myself. And that's always what we're confronted to, is because I don't have much resources. I don't have money. So if you don't have money, it's hard sometimes to make things happen. And so I'm going to have to really reach out to people that have the money, that can sponsor, that can but there's always you can make things happen alone. I'm probably the instigator, the guy who's gonna coordinate all this, but I need other people around because I don't have the funds to support the tour. Hello, we're talking about something big, so I don't have that kind of money. And and other people have it. It's to find them. Find who's interested, find who would chip in and who would participate in it. But I think it's doable. So it's a big project. Putting that RVolution bus, the wheels in motion. That's really my project, is to go on the tour. So I have projects, but sometimes it's that's it. I'm gonna make it happen. It's just the trust in yourself. Sometimes we're missing. Is just, I don't know. Again, that's the little voice inside, probably, because if I put massive action into it, if I go, sometimes it's to find a way out of no way, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find a way out of no way because I see a way to make it happen, but it's always to bring it to life. Like you can imagine something, and we can all talk, we can all imagine stuff, but to bring it to life, that's the other part. But I'm conscious that this is a one-time deal, so it's an opportunity also that, opportunities, sometimes they're going to present to you, they're going to be presented to you, and you have to grab them when they come. You know, it's not to wait, it's not to, and you find a way to make it happen. Like in any jobs that I had, there's stuff that I said I knew how it worked, but I didn't know, and I figured it out. You know, that's the way I deal with life also, is I don't do only what I master. I go into places where I don't master, and then I have to stretch, and then I learn and I do other things, and I'm gonna figure it out. I trust in my ability to figure it out. It's just the little voice inside sometimes that come and invade you, and oh, you're not good enough. You don't have the resources to make it happen and stuff like that. But if we put that all aside and we just go in there with faith, I think it needs a certain amount of faith to make something happen. Like, have to trust it can happen. That I trust it can happen is just me. It's me versus me. And that's what we're confronted all the time. It's not like I don't think there's anything out there blocking me, but me. So you realize that once you go on to projects and you go into start making things with your life, you're going to realize that you are your own worst enemy. Because outside of you, pretty much 99% of the stuff do not really matter. It's you versus you. And that's what I realize each and every day. So that's why I come here, try to keep my focus. Because for me, life is not a joke. Not that I take it, yeah, I take it very seriously, but also it's to have fun. It's to have fun. Life is meant to be live an experience and have fun and connect. And me, I love to connect with people. Anyway, that's why I probably do this. I always been very I love to help, and I love to do this, to organize, and so I know that's the spot I need to be. It's just make it happen. We're gonna see Jason probably on interview also on the Truman Show eventually. We're gonna get together and make stuff. Yeah. It's a big project, but it's gonna give me something to keep me busy, to keep me sharp, keep my mind sharp. You want to be in project, that's how you keep your mind sharp. If you're sitting on the couch watching TV, you don't sharp your mind too much. You know, that doesn't sharpen, ça l'aiguise pas le mental tellement, ça c'est devant la TV. Tu n'aiguiseras pas ton mental à tasser devant la TV. Fait que, ça, je suis conscient de ça. Je vais aiguiser mon mental en faisant des choses, en stretchant, en faisant des choses qui sont hors de mon... des choses que je connais présentement. C'est sûr que si je fais tout le temps les mêmes choses que j'ai tout le temps faites toute ma vie, c'est juste ça que je vais connaître. Tandis que si je saute dans des zones que je connais peut-être un petit peu moins, là, je vais avoir une chance d'apprendre, puis de rencontrer d'autres gens. Puis, moi, c'est ça, c'est vraiment d'expansionner, expansionner tout le temps. Il n'y a pas une journée que je me dis, oh, je vais rester dans ma petite cage. Puis, non, j'essaie. I try to connect with maximum people possible to make maximum things possible happen always. With what I have, with the resources I have, the stuff that I have on my hand, what life offers me in the moment, I make maximum use of it. And then probably if, like, I trust in higher powers that could be operating in this world too, that I've never really met. Like, I never met the forces, but I think I don't know. It's something very weird. I think because we tend to default a lot to the outside to say, oh, I've got a call, I've been called. But it's just one day I decided to take action with my life. I decided to take action. So there's no really, that's why it becomes very, some people have big beliefs that they've been called by the divine and that's a divine call and they like, the whole thing. But it's just, one day I had enough. I decided to take action and responsibility for my life and give thanks. Give thanks. It's just I'm happy to be alive. I'm here. I have life. I just heard again another reggae soldier just passed. Jamia. Pick up Jamia. So sad. Another promoter out of Germany. There's a lot of sad things happening. Of course, not just... But we're like that a bit. And when it comes to, that's why I say we're very just for ourselves, because when it comes to people that die close to us, like we're gonna be fast to advertise it, like on social media and stuff. But when it comes to people we don't know, like when it comes to people we don't know, like all the children that died in this world, all the nonsense happening to people, we don't talk about it. Like if it doesn't, it seems like if it doesn't touch our little circle of friends, of family and stuff, that's why I'm saying we're very, that's why I hesitate sometimes to post things like that, because there's lots of massacre and horror happening in the world, pedophilia and all kinds of shit that nobody talks about. Because why? It doesn't touch you. It didn't happen to one of yours. So, you know, so that's why I'm saying, okay, it's good to acknowledge it, but I mean, I think we're putting a lot of emotion where, you know, the emotion should be very much for everyone that suffers. And I don't know if you see it how I see it, but that's a reflection that I had. I said, why, when it comes to people we know personally or we have met, or we're very, very fast at posting this stuff on social media, but if it comes to like strangers or other, by me, strangers, it's not it's a big word. You're a stranger if you're strange. Other than that, you're a brother or a sister. But yeah, I think that that's one thing we do. And I don't know, I think we should all stand up and lift our voice for everyone that suffer here, everyone that yeah, that die in horror condition, or like, I don't know, we seems very much very moved when it comes to someone we know. But when it, like when it's someone we don't know personally, we don't give a shit. Like that's our mentality a lot. Like we should care about everyone. Everyone should care, and yeah. So there's something very that always felt weird for me. I don't know if you feel the same about it. But there's many stuff that I would post about people dying in an horror condition, and the animals being slaughtered, all that stuff. People don't talk about that, but someone, you know, when someone gets, I don't know, there's something weird there. I don't know. It's maybe just me feeling it that way, but there's something I find a bit, I don't know. You guys are not too active in the chat. You're not replying to me too much, so I'll keep talking to myself. I would like a reply. Hello? Is someone there? Seems to have someone, but you're not too engaged this morning with me. Hello? I'm talking to you. You're there watching, talking to you. Okay. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me thinking like that. Okay. Anyway, it's a one-time deal, so there's no time to waste. It's always, I think. Oh, 6 brand new dub plate also yesterday. 6 brand new dub plate from Don Tepa. Big up, Don. Big up, Don Tepa, big time. Truman production over the top. Yeah, always. Anyway. We will see where that goes, but yeah, it's always important to keep yourself in project, keep your mind sharp. Like, just, I don't know, but we have a tendency to not master this muscle too much, and then we default to distraction, to not really have, because it, and the worst is it's not too much effort. Like we think often that doing our life work will be a lot of effort, a lot of you'll have to do an extensive stretch out of yourself, out of your comfort zone, but you're very uncomfortable. So you're just gonna think, I think, you're moving towards the comfortable zone. But the comfortable zone is being comfortable with the uncomfortable. So it's very, it's weird a bit, yeah. It's just, I think it's something we have to, we reap what we sow. So if you, according to the action you take, and again, taking action is taking action, anything that is, I mean, taking action for sure comes with action, but I mean, it's, just by connecting, by shining and connect, you take action. Take action is not, when I say take action, it's not necessarily uh, physically action, but being involved, being engaged. Being engaged for me is taking action. As long as you're engaged into something, into a cause, and there's many, many causes that deserves our attention. First of all, your greatness. You. You deserve your attention. You deserve, that's what we don't do. We don't give ourselves too much attention because we encourage everybody else but ourselves during a lifetime. That's what we do. You encourage sports and all kinds of stuff outside of you, like celebrities and people like that, but you don't encourage yourself. So every time, each day should be the very, very, I don't know, cherished to the maximum, because you can make so much happen just in one day. Just in one day, so much stuff can happen if you decide. If you decide, the power of decision, the harness, the power of decision, very, very important. Big up Red, en passant, big up Red for massive action she took. Yeah, massive decision. But often, it's hard. I think the more decision we take, the more we realize that, yeah, it was the right decision. It was what I had to do. But often we don't take that decision that we should take with our life, because there's always, there's always things that I know I need to do that I don't do, and things that I should do, things that I need to do that I don't do, and things that I don't do that I should do. It's very, so that's why the battle against yourself is very, very, is huge. Is huge. It's huge just to conquer yourself in a lifetime. It's huge. That's why I don't pay attention. I don't give attention to the haters, to the people that come with bad vibes and bad minds and drama and stuff. I'm focused on my stuff and my eyes on the prize. The bad mind and the people with their drama, they can do whatever they want with their drama. That's not really my state of mind. I'm not into feeding drama and nonsense and people that live off of this. There's some people just because their ego is so big, they think like I was explaining yesterday, it's your ego is so inflated. You think you know so much that your ego is so big. I don't want to know. I don't want to know because I don't want to build an ego, another ego. So I prefer not to know and be curious and just enjoy each and every day with the same passion, the same curiosity, the same less and less layers of ego. I'm okay not knowing. That's perfect for me. Yeah. And I don't seek for explanation and stuff and trying to find out the meaning of this. I want to give my life a sense of meaning. Before I give the moon and the stars and all this a sense of meaning, I'll give my own life a sense of meaning. And that's very important to me. The rest outside of me is irrelevant if I don't give a sense of meaning to my life. What's the purpose of giving a sense of meaning to the sun for you, or if you don't give a sense of meaning to your life? So in that sense, that's why working on you is the most important things you'll do here. The best work you can do is working on yourself. That's the best gift also you can make to yourself, is working on yourself. Fuck what they think and get better. Fuck what they think and get better. Rule number 1. We all need to get better. We all need to become better, to be more kind, to be more loving, to be more appreciative of everything that surrounds us. The people, the animals, we all have stuff to work on. We all have freaking nonsense in there. So none of us is sitting comfortably with Christ consciousness here. So we all have enormous work to do. You start somewhere. You don't become great if you don't start. So you got to start somewhere. But to start, you got to take a decision, and that's probably where everyone stops, is at start. That's where most stop, is when it's time to take the first step. They freeze. And I almost froze one day too. That was my experience too. And I did that video in the backyard with my phone. I almost fucking froze. I'm telling you, I remember that day like it was yesterday. I was like, am I fucking doing this? Am I? And you freak out so much for nothing, because it's so, like, first of all, people will not, most people will not remember what you're saying, the stuff you have said during it. It's how you make them feel, how you make people feel. It's your vibration that's important. How you manage your vibration, the vibration you emit, the smile on your face, your joyful life, your happiness, your trueness. All this, people can feel that stuff. So that's what's important. That's where I put the focus on, not so much on what I do, what I say every day here, and the consistency. You know, your example, that's what will change the world, not your opinion, or what you think you know, or this and that. It's your example. How you make people. Are you a kind person? Can you speak with integrity? Can you speak with integrity? And can you, when you open your mouth, what's coming out of there? Or when you type on your keyboard, what's coming out of there? Are you kind with people? Say, first there's stuff that we need to get in order to connect with people properly, is to be kind with people. You have to be kind. You cannot be arrogant, and that doesn't work for me anyway. That's why very often I opt out of certain people, because they don't know how to, they have no manners. People have no manners very often, and it's important to have good manners. Very important to have good manners. That's why I always taught to my children, and every time they go somewhere else, I'm never worried that they're gonna act up or this and that. I can let my children go anywhere, and I know they have manners because I showed them. But if you don't, they will go and they will have no manners. Many children have no manners because they've never been taught. Same, you know, you yourself, you're all freaking crooked, and you teach crooked stuff to your children, and you hope them to freaking walk straight in life with guidance. Come on. Even the parents ont de la misère à comprendre, tu sais. Anyway, that's another thing. I think parents are very, very hypocrite, but it's another thing. It's every man for himself out there. It's so disconcerting to me. But yeah, it's disconcerting, painful, but I have accepted the situation, because if you don't accept something, how do you want to change it? So I have accepted the situation that everyone is just for themselves and stuff like that, and then I can maybe start being the change or doing something to bring a better vibration, just a better vibe. And again, I'm not gonna change the world. I'm just on my little YouTube channel here talking to you. It's very little. It's nothing extravagant. It's just something I do because I need, but it's not that's not it. One day will be something else. Like I said to Kim, I said what I want to do is be on the road with do speech live, and with the reggae artists, and do tours and stuff, and organize that stuff. That's where I'm going. The production of music heavily, not just on SoundCloud and YouTube, and no, for real, in person, like with the artist, and then I can speak also during the tour. Like I have an idea. It's not completely there, but I have an idea. I have an idea of what I want to do, and then it's taking action and make it there. Yeah, setting an example with intention, and coffee helps. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mario. Yeah, it's with our intention, for sure. Intention is very important. You gotta have an intent. If you have no intent, where you want to go, you gotta set an intention, and then it's massive action. Massive action, not just and massive consistent action. It's not only massive, it's consistency. This is the number one ingredient, is in any truth. Consistency. I'm telling you, if you're not consistent, boom, you're out. because first of all, you gotta become the fullest of the story. So it's gotta become consistent. It's gotta something you gotta install consistency in your life. That's very that. I think this is something you cultivate that kind of fiber that you have in you of consistency. It's something I master pretty good. I'm very consistent, but I had to do things in my life in order to be consistent because I wasn't. I'm not. I didn't come here with all the. No, it's with experience that I had in my life and challenges and stuff, and that I went through, and then you get to that state of consistency, and then anything you will do in your life, you will be consistent. Anything I do, I'm consistent. I bring it to the max. Look, my eBay story that I told you, and all the jobs I've done that I started from scratch, and then can operate all the machine. I told you all those stories, but it's important to have those experience and to put yourself out. Put yourself out. Don't settle. Don't settle. Most of the time, what happens is we settle for crumbs and mediocrity and the uncomfortable zone. Like none of us is eager to live a better life, to have more in their bank account so they don't worry and stress about paying their stuff. That's my concern. One day I would like to have that experience, to have enough in my bank account so I have no worries at all. Like no worries for financial stuff that you can. Okay, my goal is not to buy material, but buy any kind of food I want. I would like to have that experience of abundance in that sense. And I'm not gonna lie, I would like it. And I don't feel bad for that. I don't feel bad for that. If you want to stay in your old broke, it's your problem. I don't intend. Poverty is a great motivator for me because in the world we live, we need money. So for sure, I always been driven to earn my money, for sure. And I'm still, for sure. And I don't care what people say. Oh, money is the root of it. Yeah. Go out and try to buy food without money. Try to go in Babylon without money. Come back after, and you're gonna see. So for sure, money is it's not the only motivator. Like here on YouTube, it's not the motivation, the money that I want to bring, the more income I want to bring, is not by making YouTube videos and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about big stuff like speaking tour or stuff. That's where I want to across the earth. You know what I mean? Yeah, manners are gone, bro. It's all free fall. No, the manners are gone. People have no more manners. That's people. Not only they have no manners, but they don't teach manners to their children. Today, very few. There's for me when I see a children with manners, with like a not only manners but a smile on their face. When my children go somewhere, they're always lovable. Like they smile, they have a vibe. They have a vibe. That's what I showed them. Me and Kim showed them to have a vibe, to vibe and that's what I do with Gavin, reggae music, and to raise the vibration. But some parents, they're so low vibe. Imagine the children. Sometimes I meet children, they're like completely dead zombie drone, like no vibration. They don't even say hi to me. Like I have children coming here, Kim's friend. They don't even talk to me. The little boy never said hi to me. He came here many, many times, never said hi to me. He doesn't talk. Like he's very, very, like no manners. And that's what I find for many, many children. Many children have no manners today. They don't have a vibe. The vibe is dead. It's like they're in fear because the parents teach them fears. So the children is in fear. He looks at you always like children of this world seems to look at the adult always in fear because of story they hear. So every person they meet, they're in fear. So the whole fear thing is so potent, and I experience it often. Yeah. There is no more empathy and compassionate left. Compassion, that's it. Everything is gone. Everything is gone from the heart of people. All the good stuff. That's why it's important to work on you to get more. It's there, but it's been like there's a veil. There's like a veil on all this too. And anyway, if the parents are not present if you're not present in your children's life and also they pick up your vibe a lot. Like some parents are so low vibration. That's what the children pick up, the low vibration and the nonsense and all the toxic food and that they eat. And it's frightening sometimes to see that, how unconscious we are. It's a shock. It's shocking sometimes. It's shocking sometimes to see how unconscious we have become on so many levels. And so not only with our greatness and with our children, so unconscious. Terrible. Fear is overwhelming the world, for sure, for sure. That's what this whole world runs on fear. Runs on fear. As long as you're in fear, you're never going to ask too much and you're going to let everything done to you. So this world runs on fear, and that's what happened, everybody. Look, why are we in? Because people are in fear. First of all, they don't speak out because they're in fear of what the other people's going to think of them. That's the most. I think that the most, it's not the fear of a bear coming to eat me or stuff like that. The most fear is what other people think of you. Once this is gone, it's a big one. It's a big one. I'm telling you, it's a big, big one, because then the rest is just working on yourself constantly, and it's like walking. You're afraid of spiders. I'm telling you, walk through a spider web 100 times, and you're not going to be afraid of spider anymore. Even if they crawl on you, you're not going to care. Spiders are not dangerous. Only few of them can pick you and freaking die, and you're not going to find them everywhere. So the little spider near the pool, or I don't care about those anymore. I just walk straight through, because I used to have a little fear of spider, but I said, fuck it, I'm just going to do it. But that's how I do it, just like YouTube. I said I was a bit uncomfortable to do this. I said, let's do it. Let's try. Let's try. And then I found something that I happen to love. Yeah, for sure. Now they want to throw out 5G and throw more RF. Oh, yeah, I know, but yeah, for sure. More waves. RF, you're talking about the waves, the radio frequency. Yeah. Yeah, more radio frequency, more waves, more. Yeah, for sure. It must affect us somehow. I think it's pretty much not just the radio frequency, but everything mixed together. And again, I don't think that, like, we can also say that it affects us and this and that. But like PT said, and he's true on that, not too much stuff outside of yourself can really harm you. You know, like the chemtrail. I'm not sure. I'm very divided on this subject. I don't know what opinion to have too much. But cell towers saturated the planet. Massive microwaves hitting us. I go outside in the morning. I don't see fear. I see blue sky and birds chipping with no fear whatsoever. Yeah, that's it. No, but that's it. When you go out in nature, but still the how can I say that? Like, the fear is not like, it's the fear. Many fear. We have many stuff that we fear. Fear of not making it to the end of the month. Fear of this. Fear of that. Fear of the what people think of. Like, it's big. But like you say, you go outside and you look at the birds and the nature. There's no fear there. So, yeah, very agree with you. No give up no time. Get ready for Revolute. Yes, Jarrus stuff, all right. True, man. Take a little break.
When we kick people who don't bother me. You don't know righteousness. All right. Ready for revolute. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. youth. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, ready for revolute. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, if there is equal rights and justice, I'm fighting for it. I will not surrender, neither will I quit. Even if them toss me down in the bottomless pit, I'm gonna find me a way to climb out of it. Cause I ain't gonna sit and let you treat me like use me, abuse me, flush me in a toilet. That's why I write a song about it. Cause I just will not stand for it.
I don't want to seclude myself in the wood, but I would like less noisy, a less noisy and narcissistic world around me. That's what I would like. So if I have to go in the wood, I'll go in the wood.
Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Because the more you live, the more you learn. The harder you work is the more you earn. The more you earn, the more you keep. If you are strong, please help the weak. Unity we need to make the thing right. So we cannot get up every day, argue and fight. That will only prove to them that we can't unite. And I'm not gonna give up the fight. That's why ready for revolute. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, I let them ready for revolute. Wicked man get executed. Won't use no love, the gun me now go shoot. Righteousness, me say they gotta fade away. They gotta fade away. They gotta fade away. We'll live to see another day. Gotta fade away. Wicked man gotta fade away. We're not gonna live to see another day. Not gonna see another day. What the man say? Well, the rich is getting richer every day, while the poor man suffer every day and slave. Now stop work until him take in a grave. Like a caveman with a cup in a cave. In a Babylon you're gonna be bold and brave, or forever you're gonna be a wicked man's slave.
Yes, Joe Rastafari. True, man. Samina every day. Yeah, I heard about that thing in Florida. Another, I don't know. I looked at some footage. I looked yesterday. Had something showing up on Facebook, some kind of press conference, and they were all laughing. Like they're all. You look at them. The people don't pay attention to that. But look at the people behind the chief of police in there. They were laughing. Like they were looking at each other, laughing. And supposedly all kinds of people just died. And they're going to give a press conference and they're having fun. Like, to me, it's probably stage again. Probably another stage event to put people in fear. Like, and I see this because I see people on social media, also Facebook, and that commenting and say, oh, I'm afraid to go out my house now. And people pick up that fear. That's what it is for. All that, so I don't know. It's a world with it's a fantasy world. So yeah, that was secured. Lives in Costa Rica. Yeah, there's a Costa Rica seems to be very, very great place to go live. Costa Rica and but I would like Europe for the reggae. That's me. No connection with society and go back to nature. I've been looking at Costa Rica or Arizona. Yeah. Bat in a river, cook food over. 3 stones with fire, grow your own food, swim in the Caribbean. Yeah, that's it. Natural life. We don't need all this artificial stuff around us. Like that's what I would like to do. Just go bat in the river, eat from my plantation, and no, you know, it's so unnatural. The way we live is so unnatural because we're so like dependent of everything. We're so not self-sufficient. So you need each other for survival for sure. That's a must. But yeah, spine. Yeah, your spinal issue. Suzanne, you were in Jamaica for like 30 years. Yeah. Health issue brought you back to USA. See that. Kevin got a river fever in Arizona. Still suffers intensely with it. River fever. What is that? River fever? Some kind of never heard of that. River fever. Never heard. Yeah, RF. Yeah, I did a few research on that radio frequency. I'm not saying that it cannot affect us. I'm okay. There is something to, but again, is it only that? No, I think it's a mix of everything. But I'll check out again a bit more on this. But I have came across some information on this. For a while, that's all I did. It was studying, and but studying. It's more. I don't know if you can call that studying, watching YouTube videos. That's pretty much. I did a lot of YouTube watching, but it's studying to me because some people are putting good information out there. Good information or good insight. Good insight. Yeah, good insight. Because information is you form it from within you. So yeah, that's where we should get the information. Form the inside. Yeah. Anyway, it's to be bold and brave, keep our eyes on the prize, and stay focused and make it happen. So today, big projects. Yeah, always big projects. And I wish you all a very beautiful day, wonderful day. Do your best, don't stress. Forget the rest, and I'll be back probably tonight. Probably tonight on the Truman Show. We'll have another late night reasoning. I like to do it on a Saturday night instead of watching hockey or other nonsense. But even if I would want to watch it, I can't. I have no more cable, no more nothing coming from the company. So even if I would want to watch it, I can't, and that's a good thing. So I'm sure to never fall back into that nonsense. I feel trapped down here. Yeah, attack belongs. It's a fungus in the soil. Oh, river fevers. No, river fever. She said. Yeah, it's a fungus in the soil that attacks the lungs. Huh? I dig in the dirt often. Yeah, it is central of the southwest. You should be fine. Let's keep digging. So, big up everyone. Merci beaucoup pour être venu encore partager ces moments divins. Moments où on dit merci à la vie, mais on dit merci à la vie tout le temps. It's not just now, it's all day long. Give thanks for life all the time. And rise and shine. Do your best. Make this world a better place. I think we can do it. Together? Yeah. Because when we get together, we multiply the power. So that's what's happening. So rise and shine. Do your best. Don't stress. No. It's not worth it. Eyes out. Bye-bye. See ya.